Hello, warriors. Welcome to the You Movement. I am B. And I'm just here sitting in my local park, sitting by a tree, grounding some energy. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the sensations that you feel as you begin to elevate up through that emotional frequency spiral that I've shown on many of my videos. If you haven't seen it, go check out the emotions playlist, and a lot of those videos have reference to that frequency. And when I started this awakening journey that I'm on, I've talked about how I was really at the lowest ebb of that spiral, being in depression, despondency, apathy, which were very dark, dense energies. And one thing that I'm noticing as I'm going through this healing process that's, taken a good number of years to process through all of those emotions, a lot of grief, a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, panic, all kinds of different emotions surfacing with trauma release and repressed memories surfacing, is how much more subtle the energies are becoming for me, because those lower, denser energies were big, they're bold. If I'm an artist, so I don't know if you paint, but if you paint with oil paints, it's thick, it's heavy, it's dense. And that's kind of what the lower emotions are like, the experiences on the lower realm are like. And as you work your way up, you move into something more like a watercolor. You go through the acrylics and then into a watercolor where things are very, very subtle. And it's something that takes a little bit of getting used to, because when you're used to being in an energy that is, a much more masculine, I'm gonna make, I'm gonna protect, I'm gonna correct, I'm gonna, fix everything. Not only are you going fast, so you're consuming things that intensify your experiences, caffeine, alcohol, all of these types of things, so that when you are feeling joy, it's like, yeah, I'm partying. And when you're feeling, that's your definition of joy. At least that was my definition of joy. It was, yeah, I'm at a rock concert. Loud, bold. The movement was frenetic, and then the low, dense energies were like, dark, depressing, heavy. And as you move up, you start to notice, and as you begin to heal the nervous system, because it's wired for these huge extremes. As the nervous system settles, you start to pick up on much more subtle energy. So it's slowing down. You're not, pushing. It's slowing down into almost stillness. And even where I started with the You movement, I was out doing aligned walking. If you don't know about aligned walking, check out that playlist. I was out doing aligned walking with the mission to lose weight. And, I was blaring music into my ears that was a fast-paced dance vibe music. And I was shuffling. I was moving at like a monster rapid pace to, shift this weight and get in alignment. And I'm gonna cure this. I'm gonna cure that. So, I was walking up to 5K per day, and really hustling hustling. And that was very much in alignment to the energy that I lived my life, was hustle, 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 drink a pot of coffee to keep you going on the weekends, drink alcohol and have fun. And it was to the extreme of everything. And what I'm noticing as my nervous system heals from all this awakening and all this trauma is how much more subtle everything is becoming. Everything is slowing down. Even when I go out to do my walking, I can hear spirit whispering in my ear, slow down, slow down. Get into flow with soul. Get into flow with spirit and the divine. And flow with spirit is stillness. Whereas flow with ego is speed, is as much speed and as much aggression and as you can muster. So that's a neat observation, as well as things go from being loud and needing to have music going all the time. When I'd be cleaning or when I'd be doing stuff, it would always be, clean, 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 with loud music. Throw on some nice Jamaican vibes as my cleaning playlist. And, the older versions of me from decades ago would spend my weekends in nightclubs dancing to heavy punk music and, releasing the rage that I carried with me. So I don't really have a lot of rage anymore. I danced it all out of my system for 3 decades. And now it's learning to be still. And the yin yoga that I have been practicing throughout this has never been easy for me. It's been beneficial, and it's really cured a lot of my physical issues, especially in relation to the bad posture, my inflexibility, that rigid body, that stance, that when you have a lot of trauma, you stand firm. You may have knee issues or ankle issues, hip issues. To me, it was my low back of standing stoic and I'm immobile. You can't move me. And so the yin yoga has helped create a whole bunch of flexibility. I still have a lot of work to go because my hamstrings are tighter than tight. And to heal the low back, you need to work above and below the issues. You need to work on releasing the hamstrings and strengthening the abdominals. And in strengthening the abdominals, you're strengthening your willpower. But not from an egoic place, from an in-flow with soul place. So, moving all your way up from these lower, denser frequencies up into the more subtle, gentle energies of peace, of harmony, things I've not really ever experienced in my life, because even a holiday would be loud, or it would be, you have to do this, you have to do that, as opposed to just being and listening. And when you get more still, and when you slow down the speed that you walk, even, you start to observe a lot more. I leave the headphones at home, and I'm listening to the sounds of nature that are around me, all the bugs and everything that I wouldn't have paid attention to. The scream of the cicadas and little grasshoppers or other creatures that I don't know that are making interesting sounds, the sounds of the birds singing. And that's a little bit of magic for me, because it's so foreign. It's a foreign experience to be in stillness, in silence, in that subtle energy. So if you're working on your own healing path and you have experienced a lot of trauma in your life, my question to you, the self introspection question for today, is very much, what are the energies that you use as your relaxation? Because, I used to watch murder mysteries was my relaxation, because that was relaxing to me. It was calming for me to watch high suspense TV shows. Now I can't watch those. So observing what your energies that are around you, what kind of music are you listening to, what kind of TV shows are you watching or movies, what kind of activities are you doing, what pace are you going, how much noise is penetrating, and how much can you just sit in silence and practice being in that. If your nervous system is wired, it won't be comfortable. But the more you heal, the more comfortable you can be in those energies. So if you need some help, transmuting some of the lower, denser stuff that you're still sitting in and are looking for assistance, you can book a one-on-one Zoom with me. The way to do that is in the description below. All my services are donation-based, and we can discuss some tools and strategies that I have used that might assist you, or other ones that I know of. Otherwise, do hop on to that emotions playlist and check out some of those for you to see if you can shift some of the lower stuff. And be aware that it's not a steady climb. It's still a little bit, it comes in waves where I'm still experiencing, because this journey that I'm on is all kinds of transformative and changing, and the energies are constantly moving. The Kundalini is constantly moving stuff out of my system, and I'm certainly not, Zen master by no means. But climbing and working my way there, it feels like, maybe one or two steps forward and then one step back. And it's more like a dance. And being in flow with that really, really is interesting. My goal is to be comfortably in presence, in the now, in the moment, without feeling of guilt pangs of I should be doing this or I should be doing that. Because that's a trauma response. That's a toxic masculine energy, and I want to balance the masculine and the feminine's energies within, and bring in more rest, restoration, restorative, replenishment, rejuvenation. I talked a good bit about that on yesterday's Oracle read, about balancing the masculine and the feminine energies. If you didn't check that out, go to the playlist live, and you can see the most recent Oracle read. I think I'm going to leave things there and return to enjoying being in presence and practicing being in flow with divine time, which I often joked is like island time. So I'm moving a little slower today, and that's okay. And things will get done when they get done, and spirit will guide as needed, as is my prayer every morning, show me the way. And the way today was to slow down and just do one step at a time, and try to find joy in that, in the moment. So I am experiencing a little bit of joy and a little bit of calm right now, and a little bit of that inner peace. So working that way up, that emotional frequency is sometimes a not so bad place to be. Peace out. Oh, and thanks again for all the likes, the shares, and the subscriptions. I really appreciate it. I do. Sending you all of my love.